And Dan, speaking of digital security, we are joined with Ryan Eldridge, co-founder of Nerds on Call. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We are talking about protecting our online identities.
Oh, I know. It's terrible. The thing about the internet is anybody can put up a website and make it look legit. And so if you go out and you're shopping online.
And that's the key. A lot of us do that.
I do it all the time.
We can become victims during that.
And you see the great deal on that special gadget or that special whatever you want to buy, and you put your credit card information in there. Do you really know who you're giving it to?
How do we spot the fakes?
Well, you can look for codes that look weird, logos that look funny. You know, you get a sense that something's not right, a keyword that's repeated over and over and over again. That kind of tells you, hey, wait a minute, these guys are just phishing. Just if you don't know the website, if you've never been there before and you want to shop there, if it's a deal that's unbeatable, go to your credit card company and ask them for a temporary credit card. Bank of America, Citibank, they both offer.
So a temporary number?
Yeah, it's just a temporary number that you can use one time and that's it. That way if it's stolen or it's bad, you're only out the $25 or whatever it is.
If you really need that deal, if not, look for legitimate sites. Go with the big names that you know.
Exactly. Best Buy, Amazon, places like that you know are going to be legit. They're not going to steal your credit card and run off to Never Never Land.
Now some of those sites, along with everything out there, requires passwords. I just got to go over some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not a good one. Baseball, and I love you. These are real passwords. Welcome,
Mustang,
Michael.
Ashley. There's all these passwords that everybody kind of uses. The top 25 passwords. They're ridiculous. What you want to do in general is make a legitimate password that's hard to crack. So put capital letters, put numbers in there. Sometimes you can put a space. I like to use pass phrases. That's an actual sentence, like cats are cool. Just put an R in there and make it all one word.
Oh.
That way it's a little bit harder to crack. Anybody can run a dictionary algorithm on a website and crack the password within seconds.
So be careful with our passwords.
Yeah, or use a storage facility like LastPass.com.
That was my next one. How do you remember? Because they say you're not supposed to have just one password. And pretty much everything should have its own password?
Yeah, and we're all guilty of it. You know, we'll have 5 or 6 websites. I'm not going to remember all these passwords. I'm going to use the same one for all of them. Well, that's terrible. So if you use LastPass.com, you can use that one password to get into LastPass, and then it'll automatically create passwords for all the websites with all the letters and numbers and junk on it, and you don't have to remember everything.
So you just remember the one for LastPass.
Exactly, and it's
again?
encrypted.
LastPass.
LastPass.com. And the best part is for a very small fee. It's free normally, but there's a small fee you can pay, and you can put it on all of your devices. So your phone, your iPod, your iPad, and your computer, everything. And you can use that same password across all those devices.
So you just remember the one password for that website. Okay, let's talk about when you're getting online from your tablet, from your smartphone, from Wi-Fi.
Well, like you, a lot of people put their passwords into like an app or a text message, or they'll put it in their notes app or something like that. And you're really good about it because you kind of put some extra security in it.
Right.
But if you use personal.com, what it'll do is it'll lock all that stuff down. It's a cloud-based storage system, so you can put all of your passwords on the web, just like LastPass. But instead of it automatically filling in your stuff, you can just store all your passwords on there. Because if somebody takes your smartphone and they get in it and start looking at those notes and those texts,
they can maybe figure it out.
Oh yeah, you're totally gone. Right. And especially like one of the things that we didn't talk about before, but if you have one email address that everything goes to, and that email address gets compromised, you're done.
You're done.
Best thing to do is create several different email addresses, one for shopping, one for personal, one for business, one for banking.
Oh my goodness, what?
I know.
Okay, quickly, we're almost out of time. What happens? We do all these things, but we still get hacked because the hackers are very smart. What do?
Go to idtheftcenter.org. And what they'll do is they'll give you instructions on how to get your life back. It takes on average about 35 hours to get your life back if your identity's been stolen, and also about $5 grand. So,
and 9 million Americans each year
that's
have
the
their
FTC's
identity stolen.
Yes, it's a huge epidemic, and it's just getting worse because it's so easy to set up a website and just scrape that information.
All right, Ryan, good stuff.
Hey, thanks.
Nerds on Call, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Dan, were you taking notes over there?
I had a headache. I've got so many email accounts.
I'm scared now.
My weekend.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ryan.